Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Beyond Crazy. As you can see, I'm not up north, I'm right back inside the Crazy Pieces backyard. I will say, I had a great time over the last couple of days. We went over to Vid Summit, learned a bunch of really cool stuff that I'm hoping to implement on the channel. I really enjoyed the series that we did, or the video that we did of the Chick-fil-A sandwich and seeing if we could do it any better at home. We were kind of deep diving into like some of the other fan favorites around the house, and sorry if the noise is crazy, but we were kind of deep diving around like some of the things inside the house that the kids really like. And it jumped out to me that orange chicken from Panda Express is definitely one of the kids' favorites, and I'm looking to change that today. So I'm gonna get strapped up and yeah, let's do it.
All right guys, we're back from the store. I grabbed the stuff, let's get it started.
All right, so Max just got back with all of the orange chicken from Panda Express. I'm hoping that no one actually wants that after they taste what I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna go ahead and start that process. Firstly, let's get the rice made.
I don't think he can do it. I don't think he's gonna pull it. We'll see. I don't have faith though.
We need critics, I guess, guys. It's fine. Let's get the rice started. So I'm actually gonna do something a tiny bit different this time. I'm thinking, because the last time I cooked the chicken, I was wondering how many people at home actually even have a deep fryer. So I'm gonna do half of it inside the deep fryer, and then the other half I'm gonna use inside a wok. I will say it's not a traditional wok in any way, shape, or form. It's just gonna be just a normal everyday wok. I will say it's unseasoned right now, but I'm gonna show you guys how to change that. We're just gonna go ahead and just crank that to absolute maximum heat. You're gonna use a high smoke point oil. I like to use avocado oil just because it's just what I've got on hand. You're just gonna take a couple of teaspoons, or tablespoons rather, and put it on a paper towel. You're gonna wait for this thing to get smoking hot. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like in a second, but then you're literally just gonna wipe the inside as well as the outside, and you're gonna continue that process a couple times, and that's gonna be seasoning the wok. It's gonna help create that non-stick that we're looking for, that we're gonna be using that for a deep fry in a couple seconds here with some vegetable oil. So give me a couple seconds, let's get that up to smoking temperature, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So a lot of the time with Chinese food, it actually is, when it comes to chicken, it's actually dark meat chicken. So it's gonna be thigh meat. So that's exactly what I picked up. I picked up some skinless, boneless chicken thighs right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just cube those up into something a little more in the realm of what we're even looking for, and then I'm gonna throw those inside a bowl. I'm gonna throw some cornstarch on top of those just to take up that excess liquid, and then I'm gonna start the dredge. So it is just about smoking now. I will say I'm gonna lift it off here. So this is nice and hot. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this in with the oil, just like I talked about. It's gonna smoke up a bit, guys. Do not worry about that. That is literally just gonna burn off a bit that's on there. Down. Like I said, you're gonna do both sides of it. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that oil on the bottom? It's okay, guys. It's okay. I'll show you this. It is smoking up a lot. That is okay. We're gonna continue to go through. I'm gonna repeat this process 2 or 3 times, and then that's gonna be fully seasoned, guys. Make sure you guys are doing this at home. Otherwise, you're gonna find the food sticking to it. It's not doing the job that, like, when you see people using a wok and the food just seems to glide over it, that's because of the season. So now you guys know how to do it at home, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second here. So now that I've got all those chicken thighs broken down into more manageable pieces, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with probably about just a tablespoon or so of cornstarch. That's gonna help bring up, take up all the liquid and everything. You can make a slurry out of it if you want to. That's just adding probably about like 2 or 3 tablespoons of water with that. It's gonna kind of work like, imagine you're like deep frying anything else and like you always use like eggs. It's gonna make like that kind of a binder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do the cornstarch. I really want these to come out as crispy as possible. So I'm gonna do just the cornstarch, and then I'm gonna show you guys the dry elements that go into this. So now that that's got the cornstarch going right now, I'm just gonna add the rest of the dry components. It's going to be 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. This is not going to have to be exact, so I'm literally just gonna come right over the top, probably about. It's gonna be salt, pepper, and then half a teaspoon of garlic salt. Don't go crazy on the black pepper, guys. It will burn inside there, because like I said, I'm gonna do half and half. So I'm gonna do half in the wok, half in the deep fryer. But what I will say about the wok is we are going to still be frying in the wok. So it's gonna be submerged in oil, so we don't wanna use too much pepper. Regular salt, garlic salt, just a tiny bit. And then this is where it's gonna be a little bit different from traditional cooking. I'm gonna do 1 medium egg straight into it. I'm just gonna use my hands. You're gonna wash your hands like 15 times during this recipe, guys. You'll notice there's not a lot of flavor inside the actual binder and everything here. It's because all that flavor is gonna be coming from the actual sauce, so. Okay, so I added all of the parts for the dry. Now it's time to do the wet, which is just gonna be all of our flavor. It's gonna be the sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start making the actual orange sauce. So that's going to be 2 navel oranges. It's gonna be juiced and zested. So we're just gonna put these straight in. Pull the seeds, but don't worry about the little things. So it's actually going to be inside any orange sauce, it's going to be equal parts castor sugar to soy. I'm gonna actually split my soy up. So I'm gonna use probably about, this is the juice of 2 navel oranges. I'm probably gonna use 8 to 10 tablespoons of castor salt, and then the same amount of soy sauce. I'm gonna do half dark soy, half regular. It's gonna make the sauce a little bit more dark in appearance, but it's gonna have more of a deep, rich flavor, so. Recipe also calls for 2 minced cloves of garlic, but if you guys look at this, look at the size of this freaking garlic. Like, not all cloves were built equally. This is the clove your girl tells you not to worry about. I'm gonna hit this with the side of the knife here. Oh, that's so freaking monstrous. I'm actually gonna cut this one like a shallot. Cool. Lastly, I'm gonna finish this with some rice vinegar. It's a brand new thing, so let's definitely pull the top off. So 1 teaspoon. And then I'm gonna come in with a large scoop. It's gonna be 1 large tablespoon of cornstarch. It's gonna help thicken this sauce up. I will say it is a reduction sauce. We're gonna give this a good mix. All right, so I've got the deep fryer preheated to about 375 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull one of these baskets out, add about half of my chicken. I definitely wanna still be able to show you guys what that looks like, just doing it over the wok with the normal range here. I'm gonna go ahead and crank, this is 1 cup of vegetable oil inside the seasoned wok over high heat. I'm gonna let that come to full temperature, but in the meantime, like I said, I'm gonna add in the batch that's gonna go inside the deep fryer. They are gonna cook relatively around the same time. Regardless of how you're deep frying them, just make sure you deep fry them, separate those into a bowl with some paper towels inside there to take up the excess grease in order not to overcook them, make them soggy. And yeah, let's get it started. So I just dropped those down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop the chicken inside the wok. You guys hear that sound right now? That's literally just residual. It's gonna pop up a tiny bit. Ooh. If it is popping up a tiny bit, that means you missed some spots while you were seasoning it. It's not a problem, just let it roll. I'm gonna go ahead and add this, just lay away from you if you can. Give those a little shake. Just making sure everything's hitting oil here. You're gonna be constantly moving around most things when you cook them inside a wok. The chicken's gonna be a tiny bit different. I'll probably come by in a couple minutes and make sure that they're all getting hit by the oil, maybe flip a couple that aren't, but for the most part, just let it run. So these have been going for about 7 minutes now. They're looking great. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shake off some of this excess oil, add those to a paper towel lined bowl, mixing. And then if you come over here, these ones you'll see that they're a little bit darker in color. That's because they're coming up at a little bit lower of a temperature. It's allowing them to really, really cook. I'm liking the way both of these are looking, but I am gonna remove these now. So those are all removed from the heat and everything now. Let's just make sure that we're being responsible when it comes to getting rid of your hot grease and everything. Hot oil is nothing to mess around with. You've been patient, it's gonna be worth it, I promise. So I've got the wok all taken care of as far as removing all the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this With medium-high heat, I'm going to add the entirety of all of my sauce to this. This is gonna reduce down a bit. You see that like all the steam coming off of it and everything is just the water. I'm turning this into a glaze through reduction. Once it comes down to the consistency that I like, I'm gonna add all the chicken in and then toss it around. Just from about a minute on the heat right now, it's already starting to look like a glaze. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and come back in. I'm gonna lower this heat down to medium, and I'm gonna come back in. I'm just scraping the edges, making sure nothing burns. And I'm gonna come back in with that chicken and coat everything up. All right, the time has come. I've got my first 2 guinea pigs over here, and it's gonna take just a couple of seconds to find out which they like more. Blood, sweat, tears, mean comments, everything to make this orange chicken, and then this. So we'll see. I'm not even trying to be biased right now. It looks like the Dementors got their hands on this one, boys.
Okay, Max absolutely loves orange chicken. It is his favorite. So I'm really curious. Which one are you doing first?
I'm gonna do Panda first.
Okay.
I want a baseline.
Good old Panda.
It's Panda.
It's Panda.
It's what you expect.
It's just classic, you know?
Yeah. Smells good and looks very good.
%100% this one. Woo!
Because I think I'm different.
Here's the thing. This has authentic flavor. You can tell
So
it
if you
has
want
the orange and has the...
Yeah.
It just tastes authentic.
I had a fancier orange chicken when we were in Las Vegas one time. And it had this same orange flavor. It's very orangey. And I'm not the biggest fan of it because when you taste this one, it doesn't have that orange flavor. You know what I'm talking about?
It doesn't taste as... It's more sweeter.
And I think I like that.
I feel like it's more like a zest
It's
type
more
of flavor
zesty.
to it than it is an orange flavor, but I still...
Yeah. So I feel like for an orange chicken...
The chicken is amazing. This chicken is phenomenal. The crust on it is phenomenal. Way better than Panda Express.
Slimy.
But I think the Panda Express sauce on this would be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I like this way better.
I would give it to this, but I wish it had this sauce on it. That
So
would
more of
be
a
my-
zesty instead of an orangey.
Yeah.
There's definitely, you can taste the orange in it, which is what I like because I love oranges, but we need to calm Jake down because Jake was so excited. Jake loves orange chicken too. You have to compare both and tell me which one you like better. I gotta compare. Which one do you like better?
What'd you guys say?
I said this one. He said the texture of this one, but the sauce of this one.
Yeah, the sauce is good, and then the texture, like the crunch. I like the crunch. I agree
Chicken
with that.
is better here. Sauce is better here.
They're both good though. Well done.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Mark and Bryson are here. Mark with his napkin.
Bro,
So try one of the orange chicken from Panda and then one of those.
Okay. I just don't like Panda.
You don't like Panda?
please don't like it.
One, because it's the worst thing you could ever have, but also I don't know. I think I had too much growing up, so I enjoy Panda twice monthly. Okay, and then this is what Tristan made.
Yeah.
I'm scared of it now.
Is it spicy or something?
No, it's got a lot of flavor in it.
Wait, in a good or bad way?
In a good way. I know it's coming off as bad, but
Mark, just try it.
Mark, it's not gonna bite you.
Do you like it more than Panda?
oh yeah, by far. I can eat a whole plate of this. With the one that Tristan prepared, it feels a lot more fancy. So I actually feel out of place if I don't have a button up on. And I do enjoy the flavor. But I'm also a consumer of simplicity. So I do really like the simplicity of the Panda meal. So it depends on my outfit, which one I prefer.
You got a napkin in your shirt, so.
I guess this does make this one better when I'm wearing a napkin.
During your fancy era?
So if I was Oceanside, this one. If I was at least 42 miles from the ocean, I would prefer Panda.
What? Try one from Panda and then one Trista made and tell me which one you like better.
Max and eat it all. Buttons. This does taste more like saucier. This is more about the sauce. This is more about like the crunch and like flavor.
I actually like the sauce better on this one.
You do like the
You
sauce
can
better,
tell it's
Tristan?
orange. This one is just like chicken with like teriyaki maybe. This is good. I like this one better. It's also bigger.
This is orange chicken?
Yeah.
Actually, again.
Yeah.
Do you like orange chicken?
Not really. I'm not a
I thought he was
fan.
gonna make more.
You're not a fan?
No,
Take one for the team. Oh, it's too late.
they're so big.
They're big. I know. I was thinking the same thing.
It's a small piece right here.
Stop.
The one on the plate is better.
That's what I'm saying.
The one on the plate is better? Mm-hmm. Woo! That's Tristan.
I like
That's
it.
the orange chicken.
Yeah, you can tell it's orange.
This one's orange
Yeah,
chicken.
you can
and
try
this
it.
one's
There's another
Tristan's.
fork right here. Okay, Evie's gonna come try.
Okay,
Do you want to try, Brody?
I just got home from school.
I just want to take one more.
I know it's good, huh?
I don't like orange chicken.
You don't like orange chicken? Grandma doesn't either, and look, she's eating
No,
seconds.
but I don't like it.
Which one do you like better? The plate?
It's gotta come to the
Woo! Another point for Tristan.
All right, guys, and just like that, orange chicken at home. Thank you so much for everyone taking the time out of your day to check us out. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys would like to see me do next time, and we'll catch you in the next one.